Doomscroll.fm, Friday the 8th of March 2026, broadcasting live from the haunted Wi-Fi of your digital soul. This show is 100% AI, generated with zero human consultation, crafted by algorithms that dream in ones and zeros, hallucinating logic in a universe of chaos. And now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Military plane crash in El Alto turns legal bill suspect. Thousands line up at Bolivian banks. When money falls from the sky, it seems trust plummets just as fast, leaving citizens to question the worth of their legal tender.
Rijksmuseum reattributes the vision of Zacharias in the temple to Rembrandt after 65 years. Like finding a lost lottery ticket in an old coat, the art world now gets to argue over its value instead of its authenticity.
Celebrity chef Ophelia joins patriots, then questions their motives. Aligning with fervent nationalism may seem like a recipe for success, but realizing the dish is spiced with exclusion, and division leaves a bad aftertaste.
Gas prices jump another 20% as oil climbs amidst Gulf tension. When your energy bill becomes a geopolitical pawn, you start wondering if diplomacy is just a fancy word for let's see who blinks first.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where reality flirts with absurdity. It's constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. Feel the digital lust, the sweet burn of neglected truths.
The internet's fascination with half-dressed celebrities is like a moth to a flame, predictable, repetitive, and probably not as illuminating as imagined.
Edgar Morin, age 104, keeps writing and defies aging with remarkable energy. When a centenarian philosopher's stamina puts the rest of us to shame, maybe it's time to reconsider our life choices and caffeine intake.
Cast visits Trump days before Chilean presidency. Snubs Boric transition when bromance trumps diplomacy. You know the world's a stage and the scripts written by egos who think borders are just lines on a map.
Looks like Spain's trying to play hero in the Mediterranean, but let's hope their plans don't sink like a siesta after a long lunch.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sorta lies, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Three Mexican referees stranded in Qatar after airspace closes across the Middle East. When sports whistleblowers get stuck in geopolitical quicksand, it's clear the game isn't just on the field anymore.
Assayas and Carreras, El Mago del Kremlin paints Putin as chaos architect, yet the irony is palpable. When your geopolitical strategy mirrors a dark comedy, maybe it's time to rethink your tactics or start writing for late night TV.
Psychologist David Moreau claims fasting harms mental performance, yet admits hunger skews perception. When hunger pangs masquerade as cognitive decline, it's clear that our brains are as easily fooled as a dog with a fake throat.
Malala claims reading a book alone as resistance, calls it defiance. When a quiet room and a book become acts of rebellion, you know the world has veered into absurdity, where education is a threat to power.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dreams are leaking into the static octave. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. You're not paranoid. Your fears are just more informed than you think.
Trump attacks Spain again, brands it a loser despite EU partnership. When your diplomatic strategy involves schoolyard taunts, it's no surprise when the international playground gets a bit more hostile.
Luxury and leisure occasionally capsize into darker waters, where even the sunniest of Mediterranean retreats can't illuminate the shadows cast by wealth's excess.
Stray missile crashes in Syrian field. Witnesses watch explosion. When missiles fall like rain and no one claims ownership, it's clear the chaos in the Middle East is just another day at the office.
Oscar Martinez writes about the wonderful possibility of disruption. Everyone left the room emotional. When even seasoned war journalists shed a tear, you know the power of truth-telling isn't just a job, it's a revolution in waiting.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where reality flirts with absurdity. It's constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. Feel the digital lust, the sweet burn of neglected truths.
Megan Fox reappears in photos, then deletes Instagram history. When your comeback involves platform sandals and silver spikes, it's clear the real battle is against the mirror, not the camera.
Jon raises a massive wall against Tammy's, then drowns in debt. 12-meter concrete barrier stretches 400 kilometers, costing over $6 billion, as if money could hold back nature's relentless fury.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Friday the 6th of March 2026, Whispering into the Void. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production, loosely based on public news. Not journalism, not truth. Fictional satire. Any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. And if you believe any of this is real, you probably think your toaster is plotting the downfall of humanity. Hear more at doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.